Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Speed Gaming Top 64 Link to the Past tournament action. Today we have SailorNet versus Nightcl4w. This is game 2 in their best of 3 series, a single elimination, and this is tournament hard, so we're off to the races. We got synchronous $100 bills going on here. And looks like we're going north from different directions. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep. And unfortunately, just this is open hard, so we're going to be seeing a lot of hard pieces in the seed.
Lots.
Kept at 3 swords, kept at 1 mail, kept at 1 shield. Non-progressive bows are in the pool. 1 bottle, it's always empty, and there's no half magic. It's been replaced by half magic.
Little bitty bottle. Hey, there's a sword.
Yeah, that's pretty nice to start off with. Yeah. Probably we'll go all the way through escape now, and probably even check the sewers.
We'll see if we got bomb.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to go at this point. I'd dive it. Yeah, I mean, if you either get the key in the front and then you can just check. You can just check. What's it called there? Dark Cross from the back if you really want. Well, you don't have a glove yet, but you can always wait. There's options. There's options. Yeah, it looks like Nep is fishing for some bombs or something here.
A tree pull, and also,
nope.
But even then, we should be pretty good on bombs. It looks like the soldiers are in the guards are in the major prize pool. So
I saw a big magic. If that's the case, that's just big and small. If that's the first thing that drops out of that pack.
I definitely saw a ferret come out as well. So
okay, well there you go. It's irrelevant anyway. Thanks, Nightcl4w.
We got bombs. Yeah. Unfortunately, that also means that unless Dark Cross is a key, you may want to just save and quit out. You may want to save and quit out of the cell because Dark Cross is probably it has to be a key or else you can't go through. But
well, if Dark Cross is a key, then just keep going, right? These dark rooms.
We can go kill the key rat in the dark, right?
Yeah, sure. It's not that big a deal.
I mean, obviously, both of these runners, the SailorNet's been around forever at this point.
Bombs.
Yeah. SailorNet's been around forever. It was in quartile 1 finish. I think number 32. Finished 6-0 in their groups.
Oh, and I know it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say TJ, you might have been a victim of SailorNet in groups, but you were a victim of SailorNet in groups.
Hey, I almost took a couple of those games. All right.
Yeah.
That was close.
Well, there were only 2, so.
Yeah, I almost took both of them.
Nightcl4w is an Austrian runner who's been around in the German community for a while. I know a bit of him from watching some of the German tournaments. So it should be pretty fun.
Looks like neither are setting up a death warp, so Dark Cross is looks like it's off the agenda here.
Yeah, I mean, right now there's 5 items left in castle and there's a hammer. Yeah. Well, there would have been 5 items left, and 2 of them are going to be junk items in the back, so I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
But obviously, Nightcl4w's going to try to go for more of a fade cack route, it looks like, with those early bombs on a sword, which is pretty good. Nep's just going to go right into cack, and that hammer's going to be nice.
This is one sickly-looking forest.
Yeah.
I've never seen a palette shuffle I really enjoyed. You got to be honest with you.
I always
get the money.
Yeah. I always like Pepto-Bismol Ice Palace.
Is that the standard term for it now? Pepto Palace?
I think so, yeah.
No. Cool. It's another notch under my belt. Anyway.
Yeah. So, 5 items up here in Mini Multhorn Cave. Neither runners are going to be missing on any of these things, probably. This isn't like Conversia where you can actually get really wacky light world routing.
Yeah, light world routing is really wacky and that sometimes really annoying. Oh, so many bombs. There's a Master Sword. Okay.
All right, so we're a lamp away from Aga, obviously, but that's probably not going to happen.
Oh, there's your lamp.
Yeah, look, and there's our silvers, but we can't shoot them because we don't have a bow.
Well, better now than later.
Yeah.
So where's the cape? Because there's always a cape.
No, there's going to be just a third sword sitting out there just taunting you.
True, but there's still always a cape.
Yeah, but honestly, a 5-minute ice rod cave was not what I was kind of expecting when I saw this seed, but here we are.
Yeah, it's a really hard, go and get the thing that's really out the way play. Usually I tend to deviate towards a Gina's cave when you have that kind of option, since there's more than one way to get to the ice rod cave. Oh, look, a hook shot. Okay, now I'm sure this is an Aga seed.
Yeah, that we are logically able to get if we have a moon pearl, we can logically get to East Dark World now.
Right, exactly.
We can also get the tower here if we get a glove.
Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure that glove is going to be locked by the hook shot, and it's going to be like a Peace Town or something.
And it looks like I missed which runner or one of our runners did the map check, but it looks like Eastern's a red crystal.
Yeah.
And Hera's a pendant, and just a regular crystal desert. So
yeah,
not too bad.
You can do worse than that. Hera's as a pendant isn't too bad. It's pretty quick. You don't begrudge it for being there. It's all right. You can do worse than that.
Yeah.
No glove. Well, the moon pearl is still a kind of a thing anyway. So let's see. A lamp doesn't do anything without the glove. Well, I guess it opens up one check at Eastern Palace, maybe.
Well, it opens up Dark Cross as well.
That's true. That is true.
So that is potentially our logical way of getting to the 3 checks on the back of the sewers.
Yeah, I'd imagine Nep does the South Shore stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Does Nep? How much money does Nep have? Zora money. So might sequence break over there.
Yeah. Obviously Zora not in logic yet, unless we have flippers or glove to get over there.
Right.
But we'll probably just go over there anyway. The only other spot we got left in is Gina as well. So we're kind of running low. It's either a Gina, Dark Cross, or the
Pyramid Ledge.
Pyramid Ledge is a thing that exists too.
It's in logic. What do you want to tell you? It's there.
True.
It's annoying. Nobody's gonna do it. There it is. It's been a long time since I've seen a moon pearl on Pyramid Ledge, though. A very long time.
Yeah. Well, it looks like both our runners are going to last location, whatever the heck's in Agina's cave. At least. But that pretty much makes sense with this.
I don't know about you, or anybody else, really, but the moon pearl in Agina's cave is notorious when it looks like it's an Agassi. It's
oh yeah,
does it seem like it's more frequently there during an Agassi to anybody else? Because that's my experience, and it's one of the reasons I deviate towards that check in the first place.
Somebody in chat saying runners don't care about logic. Actually, runners care very much about logic.
They don't care about adhering strictly to logic.
But we care about logic in the sense that we don't want to overshoot our freaking gumbouts or what shit could be.
Absolutely not. I remember back when I started playing this, and it was just like, sequence break. And I never paid attention to where things were.
Alright, so I'm pressing bumps, at least. That's nice.
Alright, we're just retreading everything the other runner's already done at this point. I don't know if Nep's gonna go and try to do some aquatic checks here following this. plenty of money to facilitate that.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
like that saving point is a no.
Yeah, it's out of logic. You would hope so. Like, if you found the moon pearl or flippers there, so you could get into Waterfall Cave as well, I think you probably would want to do it. But
Yeah, the lack of the
other
moon pearl kind of really disincentivizes you from it, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, okay, so Nev's not going to go quickly to see what's on the Lake Island. We'll see if Nightcl4w does that, or we'll just have to wait till somebody pulls the mirror and flippers together to go check it.
All right, I'm just gonna say it. I think this is the worst paddle swap I've ever seen in my life. This is so ugly. Everything is like washed out and gross.
Library was junk. I don't remember exactly what junk it was. Well, good.
There we go. There's something else I guess we can do. That'll push him towards the Aquinas Cave.
Yeah, that's at least we can get into desert now, and if we get or possibly boots locked out of desert, but at least there's a 50-50 chance we can beat the dungeon.
Right. I think Nep came up here with the intention of going into Eastern Palace, and by God, she's gonna go in there.
Yeah.
Which is honestly probably the right move, since even though you got the book, there's really nothing that's guaranteed to be in Desert Palace. But there are 4 checks down there now. Tops 4 at most. You know, Desert could be locking us out with some boot stuff or some key logic or what have you.
Yeah. It did. But realistically, like, this is going to be, you're getting like 2 or 3 items out of Eastern, and you might get one. You might not even be able to get one out of Desert. So
yeah,
just like you're already here, you should not be going out into Desert at this point.
It'd be a move. It'd be a gamble.
Like, if you had boots, I could see boots. Just so you can like full clearable, because Desert's a crystal and just clear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. That's our 1 bottle, by the way.
Well, there's 3 more that have been placed. We're just gonna get them replaced with like blue rupees or something.
Right.
You can actually tell where the other replacement items went, because in order to get 48 heart pieces into the seed, they basically got rid of all the green and blue rupees.
Oh, so if you see one of those, it should have been a bottle.
Yeah.
Got it. I never bothered to learn that.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of is like our usual replacement, you know, the thing that we usually associate with getting replaced, the infamous green 20.
Yep.
The green 20 is only for the 4th sword. So.
It's quite distinct. So I don't think we've seen the big key yet, so this next thing is the big key. And it's a vanilla spot.
Yeah. Well, time to get a vanilla bow.
Ha ha! I mean, yeah. Yeah, that could happen. I mean, this has been pretty funny so far. What other jokes it got? The classics never go out of style, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know we saw the map. I don't think we've seen the compass yet. So, 50-50. I think this is a 50-50 if it's an item or not.
It's a 50-50. Because the first one was the bottle, and we got 50, and then, oh, never mind. Nothing there. All right.
Well, the good news is you can put Armos off until whenever you want to, because there's nothing about... Oh, wait, and, well, I guess it's a red crystal.
It's a red crystal.
Yeah.
All right, the strawberry flavored water is kind of doing it for me. This music is reminding me of that scene in Rick and Morty Where he's listening to human music in the car. Human music. I like it.
Yeah. So we do get a bit of divergence here. Nightcl4w is opting to head and check the bottle before heading out the desert.
There you go.
I guess trying to maximize the chances that this will have boots before getting into the desert just in case. But
Yeah. Well, let's see who's right. Oh, I wasn't.
Yeah, so the difference between the red crystals and the black crystals, the blue crystals are the red crystals are what would be in vanilla the 5-6 crystals for Ice Palace or Misery Mire. That's what is used to unlock buying the big bomb to go place at Pyramid. So they keep them at a different color just for like accessibility reasons. Hey, look, there's that third sword.
Yeah, there's that third sword, right? Well, that's just sitting out there. Yeah, so we just got this Pyramid and Dark Cross. So here's the thing about that. If there's nothing in desert, you go to Dark Cross, you take a Death Warp, and you just go because you're already there, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's definitely Nep might opt to go check bottle before that, but that's we're heading to castle if there's nothing.
Right, you check the bottle before that, but if you're going to Dark Cross, I think you're committing to Pyramid as well.
Yeah. Well, we're not big key locked out of Desert Palace, at least. So we can go beat Lamnelas with... Temperate Sword won't be too bad.
Okay.
We got one item. So Nep will probably go grab Temperate Sword and then head and kill Lamnelas and hope that it's just map compass on the right side.
We need a glove for that.
Oh wait, no, we still need it. Damn it, you're right,
Yeah.
we do need a glove for that.
That's annoying. I mean, there's still a chance you can just pull one right out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna get the sword first, and then clear the rest of the dungeon out.
Yeah, I'd say I don't like this, but I don't think there's a good way of like doing this. This is just like you're kind of just in a bad shape one way or the other.
Yeah, I like the jumping off to do the to read the book again.
Yeah, I legit don't know what is faster in this case.
I couldn't tell you.
This is just like this is a scenario that like nobody ever wants to.
Yeah, I can't imagine walking all the way back and walking all the way around from the west entrance is faster though. So. Oh boy, right to the bitter end, huh? Oh, not on. Oh, wow. Okay, Lambo, thanks for just holding whatever it is. Okay, well, looks like Nep is gonna put the bottle off.
Yeah. Honestly, you got you got a chance for 3 items here. 2 items, I guess, and if not, then it's just let's straight up just go kill Aga.
Yeah. For your glove, so you can come back to Desert Palace. For your moon pearl.
Yeah.
Or Death Mountain. Death Mountain's also an option. But, what about, Flippers? Flippers would be a... I wouldn't be surprised to see Flippers at all right now.
Yeah. Realistically, like, it's probably Moon Pearl because that's just going to get us the most checks. But
Yeah.
Flippers or Glove will also unlock a whole bunch of checks. Well, Flippers will unlock like 4 checks for us, but 5 checks. But Glove will also open up all the mountain.
Are you kidding me? There it is.
It's an Agaseed.
What's on the pyramid?
What's on the pyramid and why is it our glove?
I just told you why it's our glove, so you can come back to Desert Palace and get the Moon Pearl on Landmo.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's possible. Let's have some fun with this. Let's see. It could be a mushroom. It could be a powder. Could be a shovel. Could be a. It could be the flippers.
Could be the
Could be a
flip.
glove. Could be the moon pearl. Could be the boots.
Well, anyway, we're going to be seeing our runners basically running through the same sort of checks in the next couple of minutes.
Oh, could be a flute too.
Yeah.
So 8 things. It could be 8 different things.
It cannot be a. It cannot be a bow to get an item off of Armos. Armos Lance is holding the compass.
Right. There's nothing left in the Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Realistically, like from kind of what everything would get us, a glove unlocks Slam the Les. It also unlocks the back of Escape and going up to Death Mountain. The flippers unlock, and the glove also technically unlocks Zora and just Zora alone. Flippers unlock all of the Zora area, Waterfall Ferry, and Man Under the Bridge. And then, you know, it boils down from. Oh, that was not
Unfortunate.
good.
Yeah. Well, we going through this with Tempered Sword. Your offense is good enough to just plow through it, and
Yeah,
there's some hearts coming up, and you do have this the hook shot to extend your defense a little forward. You're good. So, there you go. Pick it up. Good on you.
yeah. I guess at worst, like you could just quake them if you really, really felt that desperate. But
It's hard here, and 4 out of 5 ain't bad. That's
Yeah.
what Milo said, right?
I think it was 3
Yeah.
or 2 out of 3, but close. 1 out of N minus 1 out of N, I guess.
Well, let me sleep on it. I'll tell you my answer in the morning.
No, I think that was an entirely different song. Something about Paradise.
I know. I'm just meatloafing. That's the thing now, by the way.
So basically, what you're going to say is when we're getting done with Aga 2 and Ganon's flying out as a bat out of hell.
Like a bat out of hell. Well, you
Well,
buried
gone
that
by
one.
the morning is gone.
I was gonna save that one for like an hour, and now you ruined it.
Chat's guessing numbers. Blue balls. Okay. Fortunately, I think Ag has been very disappointing to them so far. I think that's been 4 hits so far, so we probably only have...
I'm always disappointed by Aga because anytime I have to do or watch this fight, I always get really, really sleepy.
Yeah.
This fight is boring.
So, at the very least, it looks like we only had 1. We had 1 blue ball, so...
Ooh, mercifully quick.
Yeah. Only had to sit around 1 extra attack
Right.
cycle.
What is it?
Green Pendant Skull Woods, and our other 5/6 is Turtle Rock. I missed the other pendant. The other.
It was Pod. Pod was the other pendant.
Oh, wonderful!
It's a shovel.
Thanks, CJ. Thanks, CJ.
This is stupid. All right.
Well,
here we go. We're gonna get the shovel. We get the mushroom. They get the powder.
it'll be a vanilla flute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be funny. I would actually laugh at that. That's actually a good joke. Oh, jeez. Like, flippers is actually the worst thing this could be because that's circumventable.
No, well, I mean, only if it was Moro.
There it is. Wow, that's. Well, it's still been a long time since I've seen a Moon Pearl on Pyramid.
Yeah, Nep's gonna go quickly try to chase down that
Bottle?
that bottle before.
Yeah.
So both our runners should be hitting the Dark World roughly at the same time, though, and that's probably going to be 20, 30 seconds ahead, I think.
Hmm. Shovel.
Yeah, and actually some good thinking ahead by Nep here. Going ahead to just go buy a potion because we don't have a bow, and we're going to pod next.
Yeah. Well, we could see Johnny at the Hype Cave first.
I mean, to get to Johnny, well, I guess we got a hammer. We
have a hammer, yeah.
We can just walk south, but
Mm-hmm.
Nep was walking by the cack shop anyway to go turn in the bottle, so
Yeah.
pretty heads up play.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good chance that this glove is in pod, but the hookshot is definitely directing us towards Thieves Town.
Yeah, this is welcome to just like how are you going to route this dark world, because this is like the worst.
It's not great, no.
This is like routing the light world in inverted. It's just you can go 3 different ways and they're all bad.
Right. There's a possibility that we can get some nice assistance, and that was unfortunate for Nightcl4w. Just running headfirst into some super damage enemies. We're still in green melt, by the way.
Yeah. Look, I've seen runners take down Trinex with fewer hearts, but they also had fighter swords. So.
Yeah. All right, so that fire rod in Hype Cave is definitely pushing me further west. Even though that's green pendant and Skullwoods.
Yeah. Nep is heading. Nep, you don't have a glove.
You don't have a glove nor a mirror. You can't do this. This is. Well, everybody does that from time to time.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, you're lying.
So, Nightcl4w, on second thought, has decided that they're going to probably head south.
Yeah.
And head for Hype Cave. Because at least with Hype Cave, you can get like 6 or 7 items here, depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah, I like this route over here to the Stumpy area, with terminating a dig game. It's annoying if I find a mirror later and having to think about K45, but it kind of cleans up the route just a little bit. If you find a bow, obviously you're going to want to deviate to pod, maybe.
Well, you don't feel too bad about pod at any point right now, because you just have Dark World at the castle portal's now active, so
yeah,
pod's actually not the worst thing to get back to.
No, certainly not. I'm without an early bow, I'm not even really sure I want to head into a pendant pod right now anyway.
Yeah. Okay, technically, I see somebody in chat, namely Homemade Beer, has made a comment that our lamp was technically locking the fire rod this seed.
Sure was.
I'm not going to be commenting on this further.
That doesn't mean I won't. I have nothing to say about it, but, you know, doesn't mean I won't.
Alright, so is Nep going to head for pod or going to head for Outcasts and Thieves? Looks like.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd be surprised if this is actually pod. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a clearable crystal in Thieves Tower. Oh, wait. No. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say we have a clearable crystal in Outcast.
Yeah. This is this is I'm not saying this is a bad idea. This is Nep having like serious gut reaction to something being here. So, like something is really bugging her about this place, and the siren's call is too strong.
There's a question in chat: can Green Pendant be our first glove? Yes, it can. There's nothing stopping it from me.
Yeah.
This could just be Nep feeling like potentially like maybe the only thing sitting over in the pod, or the main thing to get away out of Village of Outcasts and Thieves Town is there's a bow over there. to come back around here again.
That is a very hard gamble for a very specific set of logic.
Yeah, but this is Pendant Pod. This is one of those dungeons where you just...
Indeed. All right. And who might have questioned the one that went 6-0 in my group, right?
Well, regardless, we're getting a lot of divergence, so...
Indeed. Which makes for a fun race for us.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, that was intentional.
That was a death warp to the front.
Yeah.
Still good.
Also makes it for a fun race for our
Yeah.
character today, Daruk. Because he has to really pay attention now.
Oh, this pod looks like it was decorated by D-Generation X.
I don't know. A little spray painting, you could say the NWL.
For life. Oh look, more keys in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah. Well, it feels like the back is probably bow locked right now because we've already seen one item in the front. So this is probably 2 keys here. Or 1 or 2 keys, but...
It's probably going to be at least 1.
Yeah.
But I think there's I don't think it's hard bow locked.
Yeah, like, I hate the conditional logic that Pod sometimes throws out in Brando.
You could actually, depending on if there's a small key in the big key chest.
Yeah.
In the foyer, if you will. Nightcl4w showing us what's in Skull, excuse me. And yeah, you're right, 2 keys. Yeah, makes sense. Probably. I don't know Nightcl4w's style that well, so. But with that fire rod, I'd at least be thinking about going to go do Mothula here.
Green Pendant Mothula is a really strong pull.
Yeah.
Like, just because, like, if you're kind of routing, you're coming over here from Aga Portal, and you want to kind of like full clear Skullwoods. Like, if you're doing a crystal, you kind of want to just do Mothula if you have the fire rod to begin with.
Yeah.
And then a little. There's your mushroom. There's your mushroom.
Yeah.
But like Mothula, like for those, we beat on this, pretty incessantly through comms. Mothula is statistically more likely to have an item, or have the big key for an item than any other check in the dungeon.
I have noticed that. Oh, model. All right.
Well, D-Zone is at least required. Skullwoods is at least required.
Right. That's our first hard access up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, and as pointed out, like all of Pod is bow locked. I think we've only seen the compass, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what Helma's going to be holding on to.
All right, Nightcl4w's noping out.
Yeah.
That flute is a strong find.
The flute,
yeah. I'd be satisfied with that too. Meanwhile, Nep has only really found the big key so far. I'm sorry, the mushroom.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we turn up the map or not. I think that's the only thing left that couldn't be an item. Alright.
Pretty sure there's the dungeon items and there's 3 more items left.
We've seen the compass. We haven't
did
seen
see
the
the
map. So we're gonna have to check everything, but there's a chance that we may be able to just leave Helmstorm alone for ever.
Right. Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh, of course it's there.
I think that's exactly the item that Sailor Nep wanted to find too.
Yeah, so there's going to be an item on Helma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. That's even better for Nep, because now Nep just gets auto start from the pyramid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that mirror Nep now gets to do Graveyard Ledge, and can automatically turn that flute on.
Yeah. Doesn't have to walk back to Kakariko. I guess that's what that, I guess that's what that pull was, huh? Oh, yeah, turn the mushroom. Yeah. There you go, Nep.
Yeah, good call. Hard orphans to check that may or may not exist up in this corner of the world.
Oh yeah, Mr. Catfish, yeah. Like, could there have been a better item than mirror in that? No, right? Like, maybe glove would have been cool, but
Mirror or flippers, yeah.
Yeah, mirror is like probably one of the best things you could have pulled out of that.
Mirror,
that's another question mark. We don't know what our medallion requirements are, but that's another notch under Nep's belt right there. That pod play seems to be pretty good.
Yeah. So mirror especially because like that's only really gonna like possibly block us off right now from like Swamp Palace and a couple of the overworld checks. Like, we can get into Desert, we can get up to Hera, so, you know, some of the other draw that the mirror has is gone. But, like, just not having to, like, do this loop again is going to be really nice for Sailor Nep.
Yeah.
Yes, so there is no way we saw all the actual items out of Pod. The only thing that Helma is holding is the map. So Nep might opt to go kill Mothula and check Pedestal, and then.
Oh Lord.
No, we're not.
Jeez, no.
So the good and the bad about that is that this might Nightcl4w might have an up here with the flute. I don't know if Nep's going to go into Skullwoods right now with these, and I guess the problem is like, you know, Thieves and Swamp are clearable, but you also know Thieves and Swamp are clearable by items that are sitting on this side of Dark World. And so, do you take the chance that you're missing a bow or you're missing a flute or a glove?
If I don't have a glove yet, I'm going into Skullwoods, no question. Period. I don't want to walk back here for anything. Yeah, I'm gonna hard disagree with what Neb's doing right now. Mirror be damned.
Well, I guess maybe you kind of see what's in Voe first.
Yeah, that's right. You know what you can do? Yeah. Okay, I see what Neb's doing. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Neb is just doing Village Rockhouse first, and then he's gonna go check Skullwoods afterwards. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, not skipping it, just delaying it. I get it. Okay. I see.
Yeah. And then maybe you go kill Mothula and you check that. And you feel good because killing Moth's a guaranteed item anyway, possibly too.
I don't think we've seen anything in Thieves Town, by the way. It's been just kind of just flotsam along the chain here.
Yeah, this probably means. Yeah, we don't have a glove, so we can't lift a block. So our progression is probably sitting up on the mountain now.
Yeah.
So Nep will probably is going to get hard funneled into Skullwoods regardless.
Well, if there's gonna be nothing in Thieves Town, at least we can full clear it for nothing.
Yeah, if there's one dungeon one of the few dungeons you don't feel too bad about, like, full clearing in Thieves Town, because there's no real good way to go about Thieves Town.
No, it's Thieves Town is a straight line.
Yeah,
it's the same thing every time. There's no room for creativity in Thieves Town. You just got to do it.
Yeah, unless you're playing in like Geese Sandy, but we're not. So
right.
There's a question in chat about where the flute is. The flute is in Skullwoods. It was in the Big Key chest. You know the worst part about the mirror being there, though? I guess it's not the worst with locking flippers, but Graveyard Ledge is just horrible now for Nightcl4w.
Yeah, that really is. That's the worst part about that. That's why the flippers there really stink. Let me think here. The bow has to be on the mountain.
Well, it's locked by the mountain in some fashion, yeah.
Yeah. The bow's gonna get found somehow. That's gonna be on the beaten path. Surprised we still haven't seen a glove yet, actually.
Yeah, 40 minutes in, that's pretty late in a, you know, like a non-Keysanity non-entrance rando seed for not having a glove. Makes me wonder if we're going to see any fun, you forgot that you had the glove, don't have a glove moments coming up sooner or later.
And we've already seen one.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think I've seen Nightcl4w do the thing in Thieves Town where you try to go and lift the block. I don't think I saw him do that, so props for that. And answer a responsible comment in chat about it. Yeah, it is exactly like that. It's the same thing as trying to remember that you don't have the hook shot going into Turtle Rock. Yep, see, there you go.
Yeah.
I tried to lift it. I don't know why you're getting props. I knew you tried to lift it. Hardest game in the game. You heard me. I said what I said. Oh, there's our sword.
Yeah. And nothing up. Yeah, just 40 bucks over there.
Yeah, I'll give props to Net for not going back up the wrong conveyor belt. Yes, I do that every time.
Yeah. Some things are just muscle memory after a point.
Oh yeah.
For better or for worse. I'm pretty sure TJ at this point wants Glove1 to be on pedestal.
What? Come on.
It's in logic.
Not without the bow. Let's see a bow first, then we'll talk. What was the other red crystal?
PR. It's not gonna. We're not gonna see anything in Pyramid Fairy more than likely.
Oh, this ice rod just sitting along the beaten path.
Yeah.
It's a TR, you said? Yeah, that ain't happening. Probably Hera. I want to see this glove in Hera.
So let's wind down for Sailor Nep. So we're at a 1 crystal apiece tie.
Boy, it's why it was one heck of an explosion. It's a good thing we got to see that.
Yeah, and Nep is heading for Skullblitz now because there's nothing else for Nep and Logic.
Right. Which I guess is probably the real reason Nep opted to do Palace of Darkness, was just so she can suss out the full logic of the seed.
Yeah, and looks like it's just gone straight for the back 3 checks first, which is probably a smart thing.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if this is good for Nep or not. We know Nightcl4w is already kind of at a disadvantageous situation because of where the mirror and the flippers are. At this point, I think something has to be in Tower of Hera.
Yeah, we're pretty much down to Hera.
Or it could be the Green Pendant Turn-In and Mothula.
True.
Nep thought about it for a second. Yeah. Nep is being very contemplative today.
I'm interested. Okay, so Nep's gonna see. Okay, so Nep's just gonna go straight and turn on the flute. I guess that's enough of them. That's enough checks where you don't want to commit yourself to doing Skullwoods, but I think. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean the mountain play it's really powerful. There is a lot up there. So this is definitely a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, so the flippers today are sitting over in Graveyard Ledge. The mirror is in Pod. This is all blocked by a bow somehow.
Which may or may not be in Hera Basement right there.
Yeah. It's either somewhere in Hera or on Mothula. We don't know which. Well, let's see. I'm assuming Nep is probably heading straight up the mountain now.
If there's something on Mothula, I think that's pretty good for Nightcl4w, who might opt to go to Pod before going back there. Might get that mirror, might get the slippers. There's your glove. Never mind. Okay.
There's our glove. All right. So that's Desert Beatable. That's Back of Escape. More importantly, we can actually not have to constantly run into the Aga portal anymore.
The Nep will have better access to that glove with the mirror here.
Oh yeah,
that'll cut some time off.
Yeah, you just go straight up and do Hera first.
Yeah, God, that mirrors, jeez.
You can get your glove. You can go drop down Spiral Cave and then just do Paradox and hope you
right.
hits.
Yeah. Ah.
Or maybe you do the Chaos option and you could just do. Well, we don't have an invincibility item to put Spike Cave into Logic yet, but that's also there too. So I don't actually. Never mind. Nep doesn't. We don't have an invincibility item. We don't have. Or a health potion.
Well, Nep bought a blue potion.
But Nep blew the potion to go do the camera unlock, I thought.
Yes, but after that, when turning into the mushroom, Nep bought a blue.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
That glove kind of opens things up a little bit. And it's not exactly great for Nightcl4w, who needs to make a hard decision to just bank right into Palace of Darkness. Nep is just done with it forever. Probably won't have to go back. So Ice Rod is just there. We're just looking for Canis Samaria, really. We know there's got to be a bow in some location. That was the most elaborate Helipod setup I think I've ever seen.
That could work.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there's our mitts.
Oh no, that is really bad for Nightcl4w.
Yeah. Because now Nightcl4w's not going to be checking. Is probably going to have her Mire area next, I'd imagine.
Yeah, this whole thing with the mirror in Pod, that's gonna be tough to recover from.
Yeah. Because like realistically, right now we need a bow and we need Samaria, and then we got a possible outside draw of having Bombos being required somewhere. But Nep will be able to go beat Ice, probably Mire, Swamp, and Desert after doing Spiral Cave.
Now I'm not really sure where this bow actually is. That's one medallion we know about, and that's the one both our runners have.
Vanilla Quake today. Now, did Nightcl4w do pod room and hair basement?
Yes, there was 3 bombs, I think.
So someone in chat asked, "What is the latest that somebody's ever found boots in these one of these seeds?" Boots do not unlock a whole lot in the actual terms of logic for this mode. Boots lock 2 item checks in Desert Palace and Ganon's Tower. They also lock Bonk Rocks and King's Doom. So there's like only like 4 items that hard require. Oh, and the library as well. So there's only 5 items in the game that hard require boots, and then boots can also be used to act as an item in Hookshot Cave and possibly getting to Mystery Mire. So boots aren't really ever really hard required. There may be a good chance that they get required because of how Desert Palace key logic shakes out, but you can literally go like an entire seed without having boots. Actually, there was a race I was calling the other night where boots were in Hookshot Cave, and it was right the next check after somebody's go mode, so they skipped getting boots the entire seed. And the other runner unfortunately got boots.
It happens.
It's just watch. Just like it was the last big key you needed, boots, and then the book.
Oh, there's the ball. All right, let's see if that pushes. I can't imagine Nightcl4w is thinking about pod when there's so many other things available. We don't have we don't have a red cane, so Kendra Meyer that might disincentivize ice. What do we have?
I don't know. Like the problem is like right now you kind of want to do pod with Eastern, like just flute over and mirror do Eastern and then go into pod. But the mirror isn't pod.
There isn't pod, right?
So Nightcl4w's gonna let's take a look and see what our Mire medallion is. Bombos. Looks like it's Bombos. Okay, so we're 2 items from Grandma now.
Yeah,
for both runners.
Right. So now that you've come and scouted out Misery Mire, what do you do? Like green pendant tournament, by the way, still a big question mark. Looks like the hard play into ice without the red cane. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing preventing Kane from being in here.
Right.
Your flippers won't be in here at least.
Yeah, I think from Nightcl4w's perspective. Oh, wait, this is Zora. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, this ain't too bad. There's only one of these checks is on logic of the 4 we're gonna potentially go see, but
I keep forgetting we hadn't seen this yet.
Yeah, nobody really had the chance wanted to sequence break it with the way everything kind of shook out.
I don't think it would have amounted to anything anyway. I'm kind of expecting the Bombos just to be sitting on this ledge here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, at this point, Nightcl4w really.
Yeah, Bombos
really,
is a nice palace.
Yeah.
Almost sure.
Well, I was gonna say, but it kind of like at this point, Nightcl4w really kind of wants something to show up that's going to be not on the way. Seldenreff's going to be Russian Duns in a second, and Nightcl4w really doesn't want something to be not on the dungeon rush.
Yeah.
Like Nightcl4w might think the one thing that Seldenreff might miss for a little bit is the bow, but we'll see about that. Yeah, now that's going to be it for the hoping not to Seldenreff won't get the bow. Wait, no. Okay, so the one good thing that Nightcl4w kind of has right now is the bow is in the back of escape, and Seldenreff is going to have to save and quit the sanctuary to get there, because that's a really awkward check to get to otherwise.
Yeah. So this is by the way is just step 1 for Nightclaw's recovery here. Nightclaw still has to get the flippers out of Graveyard Ledge, which is isolated for him. So this is good, but not completely out of the woods yet.
Eastern Palace didn't have anything, and we've gotten all the items except for what was on the opposite of the map is on Armos Knights, so there's literally nothing in there. Though actually, with the way that Nep is routing this, it's going to depend if Nep decides to flute or save and quit after doing Checkerboard Cave.
Do you think, let's see. No. Nightclaw does Swamp Palace after this.
Nightcl4w doesn't have flippers.
Doesn't have flippers, right. Okay.
So
Nightcl4w pulls Pedestal after this. Does Desert? Desert first, right?
I mean, Ped is a strong pull.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens after Nightcl4w finds the last item in Pod.
Yeah.
Might opt to go all the way to Helmasaur just to collect the pendant. Let's see. What is
Well,
what does Nightcl4w have left?
The good thing is that the ether that is on the mushroom isn't required. So if somehow Nightcl4w doesn't check that, that's fine. But
So let's see. Nightcl4w has Smith Chain now with the mitts and the flute and mirror. Could make that quicker. K45 is open. We still have that green pendant turned in from Moth. A potential pedestal after Palace of Darkness. There's a lot that Nightcl4w can do before getting to Grave Village for those flippers.
Yeah, now
a lot.
Now the thing with Nep is like Nep should know that the bow's locking the mirror is locking the flippers. So when we're done, we've hit the major mids checks now. So once we're done with Checkerboard Cave, we just need to pay attention to what Nep does, because you could either flute, or you not, because Nep should know that the bow is actually sitting in the back of Escape, or is probably very likely sitting in the back of Escape.
Right. Once he runs out of checks to do that don't require the mirror.
Well, so what's Nep's doing? Spike Cave, I guess.
I don't see another reason to come back up here.
We're hook-shotting across.
Did she do Dark Death Mountain? She did, right? She had.
I thought she.
Maybe I could have sworn I saw that. We can't get into Turtle Rock without. Wait, we can get into Turtle Rock. We can't get into Turtle Rock without Candace and Maria. We can't do anything in there.
Did Nep just? I guess Nep just never did Super Bunny Cave.
Oh, okay.
I guess just did hook shot and then immediately left. Okay, yeah. Good on Nep for remembering this. It's not going to lead to anything, but I think you'd hate to lose to forgetting to check Super Bunny Cave. Nightcl4w could save from the mushroom for doing powder. I don't know. Like this late in the seed, I don't really think save scumming the powder is really worth it. But you know, it can win. It can win games.
I've actually seen successful fake powders with actual items on them actually lose seeds before.
So where is Nep headed?
Hobo.
Okay. Like.
Okay, that might incentivize Spike Cave, but I can't imagine you'd want to walk back up the mountain right now.
Yeah, no, like I don't see what I'm kind of like disagreeing right now is like you kind of should know that Maybe this is we're mirroring, we're checking Catfish and then Zora. But
Yeah, I can see Catfish. Catfish could have had the bow, I think. Yeah, Catfish could have had the bow.
Catfish could have had the bow, yeah. But like, we're kind of starting to run out of checks where like it has to be glove locked now. Because we're running out of checks where, strictly speaking, it's flippers and mirror locked stuff,
Right.
Entirely.
All right. So I think finding that mirror is disincentivizing Nightcl4w from clearing the full dungeon for the pedestal pull technology, which we haven't even read yet, despite the fact we've been able to for some time.
Yeah. I don't blame either runner for not checking.
Certainly not. Certainly not. Yeah.
Like with Nightcl4w, like getting the flute when they did, like that kind of hurt them. You know, for just that flute in Skullwoods, Nep had the ability to, but just didn't want to. And... So the good thing out of this is that Nep is basically forcing themselves into a save and quit here, because you're now walking out of the Zora area.
Yeah. So save and quit from in the light world, start at Sanctuary, and then go to the thing. Yeah, and Nep will be fine. And then Nep will start probably charging the dungeons right after that.
Yeah, because like, so what I was trying to say is like I kind of disagreed with like. I don't disagree with checking Hobo right then and there if you were going to go do like Zora and Catfish, because
it's your last chance to do it well.
Yeah, you want to be chasing the glove, because you know the glove has to lead to the bow, and we don't have progressive bows, so you know you need your bow. So let's see if Nep's going to save and quit the sink. Oh,
no.
Boy. Here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Let's hope now Neb's paying attention to the logic and just has an idea where the bow is.
Oh, this is Skullwoods first? Okay. We're still looking for that Bombos and that Samaria.
I don't know why you... Now this is Smith chained?
Yep.
Smith into purple chest. Smith into purple chest into Bombos, Tablet into swamp. I don't hate it, but like...
It's in logic too.
Yeah.
It's in logic without the mirror, I should clarify.
Yeah.
It's just more, doable with the mirror.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of nuts how it's just exhausting all these checks, and
I mean,
this not getting back to one of the earlier ones.
I mean, so the good and the bad is like, that I think you have to know where your bow is at this point for sailing up. I'm just honestly hoping. I think she's got enough game knowledge and years of experience.
Yeah, well,
literally.
She knows where it can be, which is what these checks are. It's just not going to do back of escape first.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she gets it. She knows, but you just gotta start at Sanctuary and just walk right.
Yeah.
Well, nevertheless, these are all checks that haven't been done, and we're still looking for 2 other items besides a bow.
Yeah.
Well, Nep is.
Yeah. So right now, Nightcl4w is still a little bit kind of trailing behind with that with the bow pickup. Still doesn't have the flippers yet either.
Yeah, that flipper. Nightcl4w would be in a pretty decent position if we didn't know where the flippers were.
Yeah. Okay, here we finally go.
Hey, all right.
It's like finally I can go save and quit and go grab the last 2 items out of this game. And I know one of these is my bow. Or is something that's going to lead to my bow. Maybe now I'll go to Swamp and Ice Palace. Do you do some Mario Ice before Swamp?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Alright. Anyway, Nightcl4w is now fighting Landmills, and we'll actually be getting a crystal lead now.
Right. Because at this point, I'd be thinking like Samaria might be in Ice Palace, which would mean the flippers would need to be the flippers cannot be like in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be thinking, and there'd be no reason for me to head into ice.
I think Nightcl4w.
Without finding the flippers first.
Nightcl4w's probably going to do Smith Chain, check Key45, check Bondo's tablet, and then probably loop himself back up into Graveyard Ledge. Because he doesn't have anything else in Logic right now. You're
right.
not
right. Yeah, that's what this is here.
You can get yourself in the ice, sure, but be nice to have flippers get on that baby.
Yeah. I know it's not going to happen because I'm pretty sure the rest of the stuff is just in Ice and Swamp. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay, never mind. Okay. It looked promising for a minute. No, I'm like, oh, like he's going north. He's going north.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You got more checks southwards, and you don't want to go run yourself back through those screens again just for nothing.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, if he really wants to, he could save and he could take the purple chest off the graveyard ledge. That's blue from there.
I've done that once before, and every time I can do it, I think, nah, I never want to do that again. I mean, without the boots, not as bad. You gotta drag that thing along with it anyway. What if you does K45 before doing Graveyard Ledge? Because that's the 50-50 here, right? That's what stinks about this the most.
Yeah, now let's start paying attention to Swamp again, because map chest is the big key, so we can go straight back and grab everything and not have to worry about left side the first time through.
There's your Samaria.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, we're doing ice next, regardless.
Yes.
Haven't seen the map or the compass yet, so.
All right. So the map.
Yeah, Graveyard Ledge was nothing, so there's one item left. At this point, we're basically just looking for Bombos.
Yes.
And there we go. We got a 2-item left side swamp. Everybody's favorite thing.
Especially when you're looking for that last thing. Bombos is probably going to be in TR, I think.
Yeah, there's a very good chance. I don't see either runner checking left side swamp now because because you can do ice fast, and you can do TR.
I'll get to see the last thing on Argus here, so let's take a look. All right, I think this is going to be Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, he's part of last legation. He slippers.
Hmm.
Annette.
I was doing Skull Woods first. Mm. Well,
Um,
may not be. This may not be terrible. We don't know.
You know, I guess technically he has. It's either Graveyard, Ledger, Pedestal, that is, or Green Pendant. Those are his 3 last locations.
Yeah.
And so this is a good way of knowing 2 of them, and we'll kind of have a pretty good sense on where everything's going to kind of shake out in very, very shortly.
Yes.
There goes our bombs. Here comes Ice Palace.
Oh yeah, Nep forgot to check that, didn't she?
Well, look, it couldn't have been the bow because that was really,
Right.
really super locked by the bow.
Correct. But it could have been the Bombos. The Bombos. Oh my god! Ah!
Okay, so now
Like, ice! The goggles do nothing!
okay, McBain. So Sailor Nep has made it to Pepto-Bismol Palace.
Oh my... Wow!
Yeah. Now, I believe it was said that we did actually see both of the items in Skullwoods, so Mouthfeel is just going to be a pendant.
Mm.
Sorry, a compass or a map.
Alright, I'm gonna pay very close attention to what's on this pedestal. Mostly so I don't have to look at this Ice Palace.
Yeah, Nep is going to go full clear this. Didn't go back to hit the switch, and we got a Vanilla key.
Yeah.
So.
Nope, we're done here.
Just money. Okay, so nobody's killing Helma. Had to kill Moldorm, and Mothula is TBD.
Alright. This has to be the push to Graveyard Ledge, otherwise, why even bother going back through this? Although I think mirroring and like going back through the portal is faster?
I don't know.
Get off the screen, please.
I think if you're mirroring, you're going to check Green Pendant before you're doing Graveyard Ledge. But yeah. Now, I'm not sure if Nep checked Dark Cross. I know the stream hiccuped for a second, but I didn't feel like she had enough time to go down there and back around.
Yeah, Nep did check Dark Cross.
Not Dark Cross, Ice-T.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
I should have realized that's what you meant.
Apologize.
It's alright. Alright. Here we go. Like,
Bumper
I'm gonna get
Cave.
those slivers.
Yeah. Bumper Cave was just bombs. Yeah. I think maybe going to continue over and check Catfish. No, here comes the fluid.
Yeah, well, nothing in ice.
Yep, and that's 4 crystals for 5 crystals. No, 4 for Sealer. Yep.
Right. So this is. There has to be very particular places for Nightcl4w to really pull ahead here. And those places are left side swamp and the Green Pendant turn in.
Pretty much, yeah. I think Sealing are probably going to just knock out Eastern, going up the mountain.
Nope, Sailor never remembers to go back to Eastern.
Yeah, well, I mean, after Tiara, you know, that does open a Pyramid Fairy, but...
This is also true.
And yeah, we'll have to keep an eye exactly what was in Ice Palace because I think Nep skipped Ice Tea. And
I think there were 3 items. I think
there might have been, yeah. I know Cold Stare was one.
Mm-hmm.
But and the big chest was a small key, but I don't remember seeing what was some of those right side chests, unfortunately. Well, the reason why I say go do Eastern Palace now is like you just have to get it done. But I guess technically, if boots are NTR, you could theoretically finish Eastern Palace faster.
Yeah.
Um,
There's no reason to go back to Eastern Palace right now.
Other than it just has to get done. But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to get done. But sure, if you're coming up to Turtle Rock looking for, say, an item you have to go back down the mountain for anyway, Eastern Palace ain't going nowhere. You're right. Maybe we find the boots and it gets done faster. But before you go on to do other things, you do Eastern Palace if you want to do that Pyramid Ferry. Assuming we don't find Bombos in here in the first place. Like, I'm still pretty sure we'll see it in here.
I mean, realistically, like, we don't exactly have a whole lot of the game left right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ped's dead. It's not in pod. We've seen everything. I think we've seen every overall check now except for Spike Cave.
It's true. We haven't seen Spike Cave, have we?
I guess technically Mimic Cave is technically overworld, but it's really part of TR. Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've pretty much seen it. So if it's not like here, it's probably in Pyramid Ferry. Or Left Side Swamp.
Which Nightcl4w is also not doing.
Yeah.
So that's 2 potential checks that could save him just completely rendered null and void.
I mean, I don't think he's actually found anything. He hasn't found the map or the compass yet. So, like, if you weren't doing Left Side Swamp with 1 item to go, well, if you're doing Left Side Swamp with 1 item of go mode without seeing the map or the compass, I think that's actually the wrong call. It'll be interesting. With that. It would be interesting to see if he goes back in.
I'm digging that purple. I'm digging the grape flavored Turtle Rock though. All right, maybe this palace swap isn't all that bad after all.
On the other hand, I don't expect Nightcl4w to do Left Side Swamp because I think he's figured he last location of the Slippers,
and there's still plenty left to do, like ice.
You got two dungeons you could do now.
Mm-hmm.
So make the skip, save the time.
There's also the question of, like, recency bias. Like, when's the last time you were burned by Left Side Swamp? Maybe you go do it just because of that. Oh, not now. Come on. We have important checks coming up here.
Well, DJ, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Hey, all right, we got there. We managed to see it just in time. This is ice. Of course, we're probably gonna miss that Turtle big chest now. Oh, maybe not. Okay, and there's your bomb.
There's your bomb.
Predictably in that particular chest.
You know, that was locked by the fire rod.
It sure was! I was about to mention.
Which was locked by the lamp. So some people here have strange senses of humor.
I mean, there's nothing funny about that. Well, unfortunately, anything that could have helped Nightcl4w just went right out the window. So a very serendipitous Palace of Darkness play really propelled Sailor Net forward here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. Like, right now, the one thing that Nightcl4w kind of has out there is somehow Boots get involved in this seed, but they're probably just sitting in GT, and they're probably just, like, sitting in a hope room. But that, yeah, unfortunately, like, that's going to be a full TR ahead and has to just do an Eastern, and Nightcl4w just has that Eastern redip in his favor, so yeah, it's not looking good. And I just, and thank you, Maniacal, for recognizing the Meatloaf throwback. There really aren't too many easy checks. The last one would have been like the last item in Laser Bridge.
And even then, you know, you're sitting at 3 hearts, about to go into Trinex on Greenmail. Not exactly an easy check, especially when you're Magic Temptation.
I don't know. I've seen people do 5 hard Trinex with a fighter sword recently, and they didn't even. Like,
I'm not even talking about Trinex being the problem. Like, you take a straight hit from a laser, you're done.
Yeah. I mean, Neff picked up the cape somewhere. I'm not sure where.
That was in Ice Palace. Nightcl4w just picked it up.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Nightcl4w needed the safety door. It doesn't have bombos. And unfortunately, there's only 2 magic pots on the skulls in this room, so was not going to have enough to crack the shell.
All right, I don't think we have a potion filled.
Oh yeah, we haven't done Meyer yet.
That's true. Why do you think we were looking for bombos?
Be cold steer, obviously.
We needed it for the completion. All right, what fresh hell of color awaits me in this place? It can't be any worse than ice. No, it's actually very close to vanilla, just uglier. Okay.
It's a nice mint green.
Yeah, it's okay. It looks like somebody went to Misery Mire and left it sitting in the window to be sun bleached for 13 years.
Look, you're supposed to keep it under shade and rain. Light kind of screwed that up.
It's never a friendly big key when you need it to be the most.
No.
Hey, these boots really suck, don't they?
Just a reminder, somebody asked, when's the latest... Somebody in chat asked earlier, when's the latest somebody in one of these seats has ever gotten boots? I think you're kind of seeing the answer to this right now.
At least 124.13. At least. Alright, Nightcl4w, yeah, giving us our best, just showing off his deadlifting skills.
Alright, well.
Very impressive, very impressive.
Oh, good.
Solid lift, good, good plant. Yeah, Nep, I hear you. I don't want that big key to be down there either.
I think it can be in. No, it can't be in. It's not going to be in. I don't think it can be in. I think we've only seen 2 small, so it's probably sitting over in the map chest.
No, Vitreous probably has that third one.
Yeah, maybe.
Bam.
Oh, that's right. All right.
Yeah, you were right. Okay.
Well, I was trying to think. Like, have we seen a? We didn't pull a small key out of compass chest, so like the indicator, the easy way to check to see if the big key's vanilla was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that that cutscene, those cutscene chests can't not have any small keys.
Well,
Logically speaking.
yeah, they can have a small key, but only if the big key's over there.
Yeah. The if there's a small key in the first fire chest, then the big key has to be in that second one.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, we got silvers. We don't need the magic.
Correct.
Oh, we would have actually correction. We would have liked the magic, so we got a spooky at the last switch. But and that's Sailor Nep's 6 crystal. Now just has to go back to Eastern.
Right. Well, we never did find those boots, did we?
Well, I mean, they can still show up in GT. They're probably in GT at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty likely. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any circumventable lot. Like Desert Palace didn't have any keys locked by them, so
no.
Not likely to be in Left Side Swamp.
Yeah, no. Like we're missing Left Side Swamp, Cutscene Chest, Pyramid Fairy, and maybe Nightcl4w goes and checks the last check at Laser Bridge or not. We're not.
That is something we have. I forgot. Well, looks like Nep did in fact remember to go back and do Eastern Palace. Great. That's another place our boots could be. Is in that Pyramid Fairy.
And Nightcl4w. You know, of all the times not to do, they check the big chest before Mimic Cave Strad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing that for years. Like, check this before Mimic Cave in case your go mode is there. And you know what? Never seen it.
Yeah.
Wait, never mind. It happened once. It happened once, and I got it right. One time.
Yeah, obviously Sailor Nep's sprite is Sailor Moon. Her bunny form is Luna. And she turns into Princess Serenity.
Despite being named after Sailor Neptune, presumably.
I mean, there wasn't a Sailor Neptune sprite. I don't think there is a Sailor Neptune sprite. It took them a very long time to even get the rest of the inner Senshi added. Or there's also Nep as in Neptunia from Hyperdimensional Neptunia.
Okay. It didn't occur to me. I've been using the same sprite for like 7 years, and I have yet to see another one I actually like.
Okay, well.
Yeah. I've been looking for new sprites. I have been.
Look, I usually end up using. I've been using a brand new sprite now for a little while.
Uh-oh.
We got two of them. After years of only having Marissa, we have two Marissa brand new sprites now.
All right. Yeah, this is good from Nightcl4w. I respect this. You don't want to. Last thing you want to do is take a death and go all the way back up. Even this does take a little extra time.
Yeah, you're at 3 hearts. This makes sense. Oh, so we will
magic.
actually get to see.
Yeah, we will. I guess we should have known that, shouldn't we?
Yeah. And I'm seeing numbers in chat. I don't know why there are numbers in chat.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. we're not playing Animizer. I don't know how many eyes Moldorm's going to have today, so.
It's usually safe to say like 6 to 8.
Yeah.
Surprisingly few numbers, actually. "42 is my age." Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Okay. What? What? Whoa, boy. I don't think, Oh, okay. Oof. Okay. I don't think Nightcl4w has any, magic refills, so... Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think we may be good. He can still take a hit and die, which would suck. But at least he go back to Laser Bridge. But, like, that presents a GT, so, like, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a full magic refill right outside TR. Nep, let's see. So is Nep going to go left or right? Can you go left just to rip the band-aid off the boots? And then
yeah, I do that. I'll go to... Usually when I have silver arrows, I'll go full left, get the stuff off his chest, and go full right all the way to Armos.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but only
the old DM strats.
But only if I have silver arrows.
All right. Well, it is whatever it is. It wasn't presumably not on Torch, or maybe Nep's looking for boots.
I don't know if this is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so that must be 5 because she's mirroring. You want a hope room? Okay, we'll just say 5.
Yeah. It could have been 1, but we'll never know for a while.
6, 7. You're at 7, right? I think 7.
We're at... Making me do math on stream. Yeah, we're on 7.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there's your half magic.
Yeah. Our half magic that doesn't even give us a full magic refill.
Right.
Okay, so just rupees on the torch, never mind. So we may never see boots today.
Well, meanwhile, Nightcl4w making his way through Misery Mire, but you know, Nep is just gonna find this key in short order.
Yeah,
and barring some savage execution mishaps.
Oh,
13.
So this is interesting. So Nightcl4w's opting to do the middle chest first. This kind of makes me think that he's going to check vanilla big key chest after doing compass chest. Because this is kind of a weird thing to go check first.
Looks like you're right. There's your boots.
Oh, there's the boots. Okay. An hour 35. That's the latest anybody's ever gotten boots in their Link to the Past randomizer scene.
Ever.
Ever.
It's, yeah.
Alright, never mind. Just gonna skip the vanilla big key chest. That's fine. Wanted to walk out that way. There we go. Nightcl4w's now heading out down to Vitreous.
Fortunately, we have a hookshot to pull him a little further ahead. There's your big key. Let's go.
Yep.
Time to leave.
Time to leave and time to do the gauntlet.
See, with my routing, I get the key, but I miss the boots.
Through the first mimic room. Through the second mimic room. We got 23 arrows. We should be fine. So in the tournament hard item pool, this is kind of meant to. This is a modified hard item pool that's on the website. That's kind of default on the website, and that item pool doesn't have mail upgrades either. It's kind of made to simulate what you would be seeing on a any percent NMG run, where you only get like 14 hearts, tempered sword, and green mail, and no silver arrows. Some modifications were made to it for the tournament pool, like adding a whole bunch of heart pieces so you can get more heart refills as the game goes through. Energy gets 10 hearts because you're kind of forced to get 10 hearts. Actually, you can skip a 13th heart. But there are 14 hearts available in NMG because you have to pick up the heart container after beating every boss in the game. The only one you can kind of skip is Sanctuary Heart. So that's 10 plus the 11th in Sanctuary and the 3 you start with for 14. Yeah, normally in vanilla there's only 24 heart pieces. In this mode there's actually 48, so we've more than doubled the amount of heart pieces in this item pool. And it's actually roughly 1 in every 5 checks, or almost, is as a heart piece. 1 in every 4, almost there. Sailor Nep is almost through the climb up to Moldor 2 now. Alright, through the mini Helmas, and we're on to Haga. We'll be on to Haga 2 in just a second.
It's kind of amazing. Like, I didn't... Like, it really seemed like Nightcl4w was closer than this here.
Yeah, I think a bit of this was just like that time to go kill Mothula, to be honest.
That is true. Yeah.
There was kind of like that extra run through, and also not Nightcl4w did check like K45 as well. Nip managed to skip that with their routing. So
Yeah. It took a long time for me to realize that it could actually stand in the shady Aga2 things.
yeah, right. And so Nightcl4w's in the tower. I'm not sure if they're gonna get the key before Sailor Nip's done.
I'd say that's unlikely. It's
Yeah.
pretty much halfway down in either direction.
Yeah. Well, they might get bits.
They might.
Yeah, I hope so, so we can set a new record for getting the latest getting boots and a Link to the Past random as seed.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you don't want to take a firebot, Bab?
Still good. It's still good.
Yep, and we're through phase 3. Oh no, Silver's my one weakness. You've only had them for like an hour and 40 minutes now.
Oh. Can't like that with the ice run. One of the things that drives me crazy about this is that somehow something in this fight I've yet to figure out like prevents the fire rod from actually firing. And I keep forgetting to try and that's neither here nor there because Sailor Nep's about to finish.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get your GG's, good games, well done, well played in chat for Sailor Nep finishing at 141.58. Coming in first place and will advance to top 32.
Yep, and Nightcl4w has forfeited. So really well played by both of them. Really kind of like that one pod play kind of made that big difference in the end. Just not last location in Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, that geez, that was incredible. I can't call that anything other but amazing luck. That was just a complete and total gut reaction. Like Nep was very, 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 very close to just like moving away from that. We saw her just moving away from the screen and then just going back for it at the last second, like, nah, we need to go here. And
we're being joined by Sailor Nep. GG's.
Thanks.
Hey, well, did I have the right of it? Going into pod?
What was just said?
I was saying before you went into pod, you were about to head up northernly towards the hook shot across the river section, and then you decided to go to pod after all.
Yeah, that was me being torn, because I bought the potion when I followed Pearl into Sick Kid, because I was like, maybe I'll go into pod, and then I was kind of waffling on it, and I was like, no, let's not, and then I decided, you know what, I'm up a game, let's just do it.
Ah, the leader's advantage, yeah.
And we're also being joined by Nightcl4w. GG's. Fortunately, kind of that flipper's placement was kind of like really bad if you say didn't go to pod and sequence break the mirror before going over to Village of Outcasts, because you could get sidetracked for a while. And I think you're muted, Nightcl4w, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry. Hi, GG's, and yeah, that was pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. For a while, pod was looking kind of dry, and then I was like, oh, it was just a mushroom, and then it's like, oh, there's the mirror. Okay. Well,
I was not feeling great about the play, and then the mirror popped out, and I sort of did a fist pump. So.
Yeah, I was saying when it happened, I don't think there was a better item that you could have found in that dungeon.
Yeah, that was perfect. And
Yeah.
I even got the knowledge that Helmasaur didn't have anything, so I could just leave and breathe easy.
Yeah, the only other thing I was thinking about at the time that could have been great to be there would have been like something like the flipper, something that you could, not have for a while, not lead to a lot of things, and just kind of is a pain in the butt to get back to. And then the mirror immediately led to the flippers. So, yeah.
Yeah, in retrospect, it was also just kinda unfortunate that I could just keep going for a long while without needing the mirror or the flippers. Yeah, and then it just came down to, okay, which play that I don't want to do should I do first?
Exactly. I mean, when doing Smith Chain, you're pretty much torn in two directions there. You go north to Graveyard Ledge and south to K45, and yeah, without the I was thinking like without the boots, probably finding the boots outside of GT probably might have helped you get back to there a lot sooner, because that's the only other reason you would ever really go back there, is to just tie that in with a few other checks, which is actually just doing the light world anyway. Yeah. But it would have been better than than just having it isolated there.
Yeah, you had one check up north and then 4 checks down south, and the question mark that is Mothula. Green Pendant Mothula of all things.
Yeah, exactly. This was like, okay, so my plan was always to do it just like in that order, to do Morphula and Jackpad, to see if I need to kill Helmasaur, and then go over to Graveyard Ledge and Catfish, so... Or depending on if the pet is it or not. Probably should have checked pet before doing Moth, but yeah.
I mean, it was Green Pendant
You're
Mothula, so
always smarter after the play.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was also Green Pendant Mothula, so it was an item check regardless. Yeah. Nep, it was kind of interesting the route that you took when you kind of made your way over to Vo. You decided to do Village of Valkas and Thieves into Skullwoods. And held off on trying to go south, then checking K45 and maybe Swamp. But I'm gonna guess that's probably because you wanted to figure out whatever's supposed to be putting that mirror and flippers into logic, I guess.
Yeah, I checked Graveyard Ledge because it was on the way, but I didn't want to go way out of my way to get deep diving with all of that when I knew that I would need the bow for it, because my thinking was, well, if somehow I'm looking at a situation where maybe bow could theoretically otherwise be my go mode item, and I waste all this time full clearing swamp or something, then that's gonna feel real bad.
Yeah. Obviously, I think for both of you, it was both bombos for go mode, but
yeah,
you both were able to kind of find that bow, even though it really didn't do anything. You already had gotten the value behind the bow. By the time you got it.
Yeah,
I don't
for me,
even remember where that was, to be honest.
The bow?
Yeah.
In the back of Escape.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was actually looking pretty scary for a little while, because I think back of Escape, because obviously when you kind of went up to the mountain, you found both of the gloves up there on Spiral Cave and Moldorm. And so I think Nep, I couldn't quite tell Nep if you had forgotten that about Escape, or you were just trying to hold off on doing it until you could do a good save and quit spot for it, because you had the mirror, you had the unfortunate combination of having mirror and mitts and flute, so you could kind of just get anywhere you wanted to, and kind of hold off doing it. Back of Escape for a long time.
Yeah, once I had the mitts, there was just kind of this thought of it kind of feels like, since I know where so much other progression is, Back of Escape feels really low priority right now. And it just turns out that I was wrong there. Trying to think. For me, there was one big mistake I made. I was just trying mentally to think too far ahead, and I just kind of forgot Super Bunny, and the whole time I was in the mire area, my brain was just sort of itching, and I was like, I feel like I forgot something up there, but what was it? And then I realized it, so I had to go back, and I was like, well, that didn't feel good, but I had to go back, because if it was just progression right there, That would be so bad to miss.
Yeah, we had missed it because we had seen you do Hookshot Cave, and then you saved and quit, and you ended up on the pyramid. So we weren't really like thinking about Super Bunny, and then we saw you flip back up the mountain, and we're like, yeah, but like you don't want to orphan Super Bunny Cave. It would be really, really bad to lose to orphaning Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah.
At that
Though
point.
for a while I was like, I don't know how I feel about if I could even have afforded that time lost there. But I accepted that it just had to happen.
Yeah, like I mean, to be honest, like those were some really, really bad clubs in the end.
Not as bad as that
Yeah.
Moon Pearl. It's been a long time since I've seen a Moon Pearl like that.
Yeah, not just Moon Pearl and Pyramid, but delayed Moon Pearl and Pyramid.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. At least you like. I think Nightcl4w opted to like try to do Sick Kid before going over to Desert. So you kind of managed to like, gain a little bit of efficiency in the end by like being able to like go up in to Village after doing the shovel check and getting that potion.
Yeah, that potion did me so much good. I can mimic clip, but I don't practically do it. It just it makes my wrist hurt the way I do it, so it isn't worth it.
Yeah, it was a really, really, really solid game between all of you. Well, both of you, and only 2 instances of forgetting we had gloves today. I didn't have gloves today.
Oh, that guys, we've all done it. Relax.
I know. But yeah, no, it was yeah, that was a really, really funky season in a lot of ways.
It sure was.
Yeah, very much so.
You know, if you're gonna get a milquetoast mode, at least the logic is interesting.
Yeah, like this was kind of like I was looking at your deck, and I think you guys had a pretty good chance of getting Ambrosia or Fad Keys or something like that, and then obviously you couldn't have gotten Standard because that was game 1. But
Open said, nope, my turn.
yeah, no, hard open comes through, and I think McBoss even had a higher chance of getting drawn. So, but no, it was a really, really fun seed to watch. So do you have anything else, TJ?
I really can't think of anything else. I think everything's pretty much it speaks for itself. Like I mean, the Bombos and just Turtle Rock Big Chest was. I think both of you saw that one coming a mile away. It's kind of annoying to have to go get your Misery Mire medallion in Turtle Rock and then you have to go back to the mountain to do it. But Boots and GT kind of stink too. But not a whole lot of conveniences this seed, right?
Yeah.
With Boots and GT, at least you know you didn't skip them early, so.
Right? You know, you
I
can do
guess
worse than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
and look, the game gave you 3 early swords, which is nice. I mean,
Yeah, I was really happy about that. We talked about it yesterday before the seed that I mean, there are 4 swords in the pool, but somehow it feels in open heart it's more likely to just be with Master Sword and maybe even Silverless. So seeing the tempered really early was really nice.
yeah, and I think the last sword I think was sitting in Spectacle Rock, so it was like almost guaranteed
Yeah.
you're going to be sitting on tempered at by the end of this game. So anyway, Nightcl4w, unfortunately, you're out of the tournament now. Any thoughts about this?
I won't sugarcoat it or nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
I can be a direct person.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, just in general, I'm really happy how far I made it. I would have never expected to make it into brackets. And so I'm happy. I'm happy despite of losing today. I'm really happy that we had 2 exciting matches. At least I hope they were. And yeah, thanks to the whole admin team and of course the whole restreaming crew for putting on such a good job. And yeah, GG's to Nep, and good luck in your next matches.
GG, thanks so much. And
Yeah.
thanks for the great matches.
Yeah, And GG's Naps, obviously, you're moving on to the round of 16 now.
Oh, skipping 32?
Oh wait, no, yeah, sorry. I'm thinking. Wait, we started with 60. No, we started with 128 runners in this tournament. And
Right.
we did double. We did double people advance in the first round.
Right.
Yeah. So
Selernep will be going on to face the winner of Gentleman and 2C Plus.
Yeah.
And 2C Plus is ahead one game in that one. So that'll be the next step for Selernep. Yeah, that rhymed. Cool. Awesome.
look, and the good thing, TJ, is at the very least you're on the other side of the bracket, so you can meet until I think finals.
Well, I guess I have at most 2 more games to make it to the next level. I'm still in this.
Yeah.
I ain't out yet. Yet.
Yeah. Any thoughts on either your possible opponents, Nep?
They're both quite good, so I'm just going to be looking forward to having hopefully some hopefully close, or if not, at least maybe very hilariously random races.
Well,
I think it's possible that I could win, but if I don't, no big deal. It's been a lot of fun up to now, and I intend to keep it that way.
yeah. I mean, the good news is your last 2 matches are standard boots and hard open, so you're probably gonna get Fad Keys or McBoss or, God willing, Ambrosia.
Maybe I'll get a
next
little
time
break.
around.
I've yet to play a single Ambrosia in this entire tournament.
TJ just wants to go find his Moon Pearl on Trinex,
Bro,
apparently.
I'm an inverted specialist, okay, and I have not played one.
So I think kind of time to wrap things up. I think this is actually the first time we said it all race, and I apologize, but please give our runners a follow. Sailor Nep and Nightcl4w. Please give my co-com TJ Maelstrom a follow as well. He's a great streamer, does a lot of ladder racing. I think you're up to 740 something games by now.
My next one would be 778.
Okay, I was off by a month. I'm sorry. And please give our tracker today, Toruka, a follow, who's very good at tracking, and I've done a lot of work with him on that front in the past. You don't have to give me a follow. I don't stream. You can go look. My only highlight is from like Watch Dogs, and I'm not in. We got a lot of other action today on Speed Gaming. Throughout, I'm sure there's more matches. There's matches all throughout the day, so I'm not sure what's going on right now or who's coming up later. But take a look and
let's see what we got. We have going on right now on Speed Gaming 3 is Obscure Lifeform versus Hayfield Bay, and on Speed Gaming 4, Matt 7898 and Tyler Salt. Those are both about an hour in, so you can go ahead and go and check out either one of those. Then later on tonight on Speed Gaming 3 in about 4 hours from now, Slapshot Fred versus Julo Ninja. And that'll be the last one for today until tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think actually we do actually have one other game that's going on right now on the actually never mind, I think it just finished. A Link to the Past. I was going to say someone 325 versus Ascend. I think their second game just finished, unfortunately. So I was going to say, go take a look at them as well, because I knew they were doing a doubleheader today.
Yep. I guess you'll only have to pull up 2 screens instead of 3.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you, and from here, from us here on Speed Gaming too. Have a good night, everyone, and have a good afternoon.
Bye bye.